Hi everyone, this is Rob from tunerelectric.com. So today I thought I'd just show you some simple open position chords. So we have our open strings, E, A, D, G, B, and then another E again, high E. However, we call them strings 1 to 6 as well. String 1, E. String 2, B, string 3 is the G, string 4 is the D, string 5 is the A, string 6 is the low E. Okay, first shape we're going to have a look at is the E minor shape. Now E minor is quite a good one to start with because you're just using 2 fingers. So I'm going to use my middle finger on the A string at the 2nd fret. Then I'm going to use my ring finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. And we want to make sure that we don't over press with our fingers, because if you do that you're going to end up with quite a lot of tension in your hand, and you don't want that because it's going to ache and then you're not going to want to play as much. So we want to try and keep our hand nice and relaxed. We don't want to overpress too much with our thumb pressing on the back of the neck. And we're using the tips of our fingers to press the note down. We're aiming for our fingertips to be as close to the metal fret as possible. Middle finger on the A string, 2nd fret. Ring finger on the D string, 2nd fret. We're going to strum all the strings. I'm using a plectrum here. Now you don't want too much sticking out of the plectrum because that's going to end up pinging off onto the floor or something. So you don't want to end up with too much showing, and you don't want too little showing either, because it's going to be very hard and you're not going to be able to strum very clear. So we're going to aim for around about 5mm sticking out. So 5mm, the tip here. This is the pointy section here of the plectrum, if you can see that. And we're just going to go back to our E minor shape. I'm going to strum from the lowest E, all the strings in one downward strum. So that's our chord of E minor. So minor chords tend to have a darker sound, or a moodier, sad sound if you like. Let's move on to our 2nd chord. We're going to have a look at the shape of D. So we're going to use our index finger on the 3rd string, which is the G, on the 2nd fret. We're then going to place our middle finger on the high E string on the 2nd fret, and we're going to place our ring finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. Now with this strum, we're just going to strum from this open D. So that's our open note, which is included within the chord. So that's our D. So going back to our E minor, we have our open notes here. So we have an open, low, E, and then we have fretted notes here, which make up the notes of the E minor chord that we need. And then we have our open G, an open B, an open E, high E. E and a D. So that was just a little taste for you. If you want to learn more, I teach from beginners up to intermediate levels. If you're based in Crystal Palace or online, you can also have lessons with me online as well. just head on over to tuneelectric.com and you can book a lesson through my contact form, and I hope to see you soon.